Hello, in this video I'm going to go through real quick and show you how to use FTB Quests and modify the quests from outside of the game, in case this makes it easier for you to edit them. As you can see, I'm using GDL, I won't go over that, but I will say that the mods that I have are just FTB Quests as well as its dependencies. These were automatically pulled in when I added in FTB Quests. So if I launch this up, let me let that run real quick. It shouldn't take very much time at all in order for it to open. Alright, here we are. So, let's hop into single player. I had this world, but I'm going to delete that world. Let's go in, turn on cheats, of course, because we need to be able to edit things. We need to be able to be in admin mode. Okay, so first things first, FTB Quests. Editing mode. There we go. Second things second. There. So, we pop into our quests. We add, we'll call it tests. That's going to be the chapter, right? Then we add item. Let's say they have to go out and get a piece of stone. Let's make this more realistic. They have to go out and get a bone. It's not terribly realistic, but you know, it's more realistic. Anyway, so we've got the bone. We got the bone quest here. Edit text, you know, title, get me a bone, because I said so. Now, save. Get out of there. Get me a bone, because I said so. Quest text. Now. Let's add let's add an item reward out here. You get a bone. Let's say this was one of those post-apocalyptic survival ones, right? Get a bone, get a sapling for it. Alright, boom. I'm going to close this. We have this here. I'm going to go ahead and save and quit. So we know that we have our quest. We know that we have our quest line, or however we refer to it here. I'm going to pop into Minecraft, GDL, instances. Ignore all this. This is just me getting to where I need to go. Okay, so under the test, this is what the folder looks like. We pop this open in Atom, because that's what I prefer to use. We'll see that we have tests, then we have the config, and under this config, we have the FTB Quests folder. We open this up, we'll see that we have quite a few things going on here. So if we nix that for a second. Under FTB Quests, we have the normal. Can't 100% tell you what normal means, but yeah, I'm not familiar with normal, you know. Chapters. So chapters must be this. So the test chapter. We pop in here. We expect the index. Well, okay, so in chapters, we have index. Index refers to all of our chapters. It just has an index of our chapters. So you can see this UID matches this UID. Under here, we have chapter.snbt. This looks nice. It's almost JSON, but you know, it's close enough. You can see that we have the title test. That's what we expect. The name of this is test. The title of this is test. Always invisible, false, group 0, a bunch of stuff that we don't really need to pay attention to based on what we're doing right now. But let's hop into this. We expect that this should be our get me a bone because I said so, right? Let's pop in there. Get me a bone because I said so now. All right, cool. So there's the X and the Y. That should show where this is. So if this is 0, 0, that's where this is. So the 0, 0 is the top left of wherever the quest is. Wait, did I get that right? No, hold on. It's the middle, right here. I was looking at the bottom right, but you should be looking at the bottom left. So 0, 0 is the middle of where the quest is. description because I said so, yada yada, tasks. Here's a UID for the task itself. So a new one of these will need to be generated every time we create a new quest. A new one of these will need to be generated. Looks like we don't need an index-like thing for inside of here. So let's give this a shot, right? Let's go ahead and close out Minecraft. And we're going to try to clone our Get Me a Bone quest. I'm gonna duplicate this. I'm gonna give it some, I'm gonna be cheap. Instead of 8, I'm gonna make it 9. So, we have 9 and we have 8. So we know what 8 looks like, and 8 is the old one. Now we have 9. Let's see what we want to do. This one, instead of a bone, let's make it a stick that you have to get. And instead of a sapling, let's make it, I don't know, stone. Sticks and stones. I didn't mean for that to happen, but, you know, neat. And we need this to be a different UID. We need this to be a different UID. We don't want it to be called Get Me a Bone anymore, so I'm going to be lazy and call it Get Me a Stick. Also, because I said so, the text is now or yesterday. And I'm changing this just so we can see that it's changing in-game. Obviously, none of this really matters. These are fake quests. So if we go into chapter.snbt, we don't have to do anything in here in order to link this in. If we were to add a new chapter, we would need to add it to our index.snbt. Let's see. So nothing in here needs to be changed. We have our reward tables here, but we aren't diving into that. So hopefully, theoretically, probably, maybe, we should now see this quest in there. And all I had to do was tweak the UIDs a couple, change what I wanted to change. And let's see. If I go to quests, we now have Get Me a Bone, and oh, Stick is right behind it. So let's see. I want to test something out. Let's make this 1 and 1. I want this to be to the right of it. So I'm assuming as X gets higher, we can see right there, it goes to the right. And Y gets higher as it goes down. So we'll see that. All right. We have that. Let's see if we can refresh it from in here. Maybe? No. No. Okay, it looks like it needs to be reloaded. So let's see if just saving and quitting and popping back in work. Hey, there we go. Okay, so we don't have to quit the game all the way and then pop back in. We just have to save and quit and then pop back into the save. So here we go. We got Get Me a Stick, because I said so. There's a stick, there's a stone, there's our text. Look at that. So that makes life a lot easier. If you wanted to do it that way, that's one way to do it, obviously. That makes it a bit easier for you to add things if you already have everything in place. However, this is FTB Quests, so it's not terribly difficult to run over and pick something. The trade-off here is that all you have to do is type in the name if you know the name. Obviously, this is easy for Minecraft because we know that a stick in Minecraft is Minecraft:stick. If you're familiar with Craft Tweaker, you might be more familiar with the idea of this, but it looks pretty straightforward, right? You have your mod name and you have the item. It all depends how the mod names the item and, of course, how the mod names itself. But this is proof that in order to clone and make a new quest, all you got to do is clone it, assign new UIDs, because what UIDs are, they're unique IDs, so they need to be something different for each one. Now let's try making a new chapter based on that logic, right? So we're just going to 67CB EAD9, because again, lazy, so I'm just changing the last one. Each chapter needs a chapter.snbt, so I'm going to copy paste that over here. I'm going to change the name to testing. And I'm going to copy this, paste it in here. And we're going to change the UIDs. And this time, we already know that changing these bits will work, so I'm not going to bother with it now. But because we added a new chapter, remember that the index has to have a reference to each chapter in the index array. So, having changed all that, let's see what happens. What do we have to do? We have to save and quit, single player, back in, pop it open, quests. Hey, there we go, testing. Right there, give me a stick is right there on 1-0. So there you go. This is definitely one way you can do it. It's up to you which way you prefer to do it. But thanks for watching.